Alright everybody, welcome back to another installment of T.C.B. Garage. Today we are going to be working on the 74 Corvette. We are going to be working on pulling the control arms and changing out the bushings. Got a set of energy suppression polyurethane bushings here. I think they're an upgrade over the rubber bushings. They tend to last a little bit longer and give you a little bit more of a stiffness. While we're doing that, we're going to also be changing out our ball joint dust boots. A couple of these are cracked. So we're going to get this stuff taken apart and get them changed out, and we're going to show you the process in doing that. So if you just so happen to own a Corvette C3, you might be able to tackle this yourself. Alright, so we're back with the work on the Vette. Alright, we've got our brakes apart, sway bar off, we got our spindle off. One of the key things you want to note is we got a chain around the spring. Now these springs are lowering springs, so they don't have the same pressure as the factory spring, but there is still pressure there. You want to be cautious. Put the chain around the lower control arm there, so if something does happen, that spring is not going to take off. Also, on the C3 Corvettes, you want to make sure you put something in between your pads. Okay, because those pistons will come out, and next thing you know, you'll notice you are leaking fluid all over the place. So you want to put something in there, wedge something to keep those pushed apart, to keep your pistons seated. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to lower this spring real quick, and we're going to see what happens. So the control arm is going to come down. We're going to leave that jack right there underneath it, so we can push it down. You always want to be cautious. But I think all of our pressure is off. And it is. So our spring is loose. Alright, so we're going to take these control arms off, and then we're going to change out the bushings. Alright guys, we are back on the control arm bushing project on the Corvette. I do apologize. These videos have been sort of a little messed up. I actually got the driver's side all completed, put back together. Did it off camera. Everybody, if you've watched the first video, the introductory video for the channel, you know we bought a 2006 Chevy Impala, so I'm sort of in a rush trying to get this back together, so we can get that car in here, get started on the engine. I did pick up the motor today. This video is being recorded the Monday after I bought the car, but I do got the control arms out for the passenger side, and I'm going to show you guys the process of getting these removed. I didn't have the right attachments for my press to press them out. So what I'm doing is I'm going to show you guys a process where you can burn them out and use the original sleeves. These sleeves are in really good condition. They're not rusty or anything. They're really solid. They're exact same size as what comes with the bushings. So we're just going to burn them out, and then we are going to install the new polyurethane bushings in their place. So I'm going to show you guys that process real quick. Alright, so we're going to get started. Hopefully audio is coming through clear with this torch. What you want to do is you want to heat up around your sleeve. And you're going to see the rubber start coming out around the top and the bottom of that sleeve. There's your rubber coming up right now. And then your inner sleeve is going to drop right out. Alright, I'm going to set you guys back on the stand here real quick. Alright, and the bushing is out and hot. And then your sleeve's pretty clean. And we're just going to flip it over and do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, so that's the lower control arm. Bushing's out of it now too. I'm going to get these things cleaned up a little bit, hosed off, cool them down, and then I'm going to come right back to show you guys the new bushing install. Alright, be right back. Alright, so got the control arms all cleaned up. And as we can see, like I said, these sleeves are in real good shape. So it's not going to be a problem reusing them. But now I'm going to show you guys the process of putting in the new polyurethane bushings. So what you want to do, probably going to set the camera down, and hopefully we can see right there. Should be a good view. Alright, so you want to grease up your new bushing with the supplied grease. We'll put a little grease on the outside. We'll put a lot of grease on the inside. Inside the bushing's got little grooves that hold the grease in there, and it helps the bushing slide around. So you're just going to slide it right on the end, and you're going to slide your sleeve in just like that. We'll do the exact same thing on the other side. I gotta tell you guys, this grease is lovely. You'll have this stuff stuck on your skin the whole evening. Hopefully you can see that. Just slides in. This one we'll have to put a little lube on the inside. Get it to slide in there nice and smooth. Sometimes you want to give it a little tap. That's it. There Steering caps will go on. These will get torqued down and even everything out. Alright, so we got the control arm bushings in. Now we're going to work on getting the control arms put back in the car. So got them here in the vise, got everything painted up. We're going to work on getting them back in the car, and we're going to take care of that right now. everything back together. Nice new polyurethane bushings. I already know you guys, hold on a second, can't see anything, but alright, we got the new polyurethane bushings on there. We got the new boots on the ball joints, upper and lower. So everything's back together. All we gotta do is put the wheel back on, and we're good to go. So it's been a couple days since we got the control arms and the front suspension all back together on the Vette. You can see everything's back together. I am in the other garage. We have the auction car in the main garage with the engine replacement about to happen. So I haven't had a chance to take the Corvette out to see how the how it's acting with the new polyurethane bushings. So I was just about to do that and take you guys with me. So we'll take this old girl out and take for a test drive. We'll see how these new polyurethane bushings how they work. Set the camera down as I'm putting my seatbelt on. Alright. Although it has been sort of rainy day here in Ohio, it is about 50, 52, 53 degrees out. To be honest, it has been quite some time since I drove this car, so perfect excuse to take her out and see how this front suspension acts. I gotta watch my front end on this driveway. I got a heck of a slope here. I gotta say, first impression is it definitely feels a lot better. Front suspension sort of was a little loose, especially with hitting bumps. Although the rubber bushings didn't look that bad, they definitely have a little bit more give over the polyurethane ones. So it definitely seems like it's firmed everything up. Yeah, she's definitely steering a lot better. Anybody with a C3 Corvette, I recommend getting the polyurethane bushings. I know a lot of people say they dry out, they crack after a couple years. I've had these same bushings in my Mustang for about 5 years. It doesn't seem to be the case with that. I recommend getting the energy suppressions. Get a good bushing. A good bushing definitely will last longer, and it doesn't seem to have all the problems. Maybe it's the cheaper bushings that everybody's using that have the problems with cracking and deteriorating. But I gotta say, it definitely feels a lot better. Feels a lot safer. It doesn't feel as much like a 45-year-old car. So yeah, I'd say this is wrapped up. And I'd say this is a wrap on this video. So if you've liked this video, give me a like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this channel growing. We got plenty of content coming with the auction car. Like I said, we got the engine in the garage. I got that picked up. Starting wrenching on that tomorrow. Today's Friday. I'll start working on that tomorrow. Get that pulled out. Have updates on that. Have some videos coming on that, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out. So I want everybody to have a good one. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, please. Hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know how we're doing. All right, everybody have a good one.